Why? This is a
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Night Kids After Dark podcast for January 4th, 2024. New Year, same us. Man, I'm your host, BTG Plays, and I'm here with my co host, Yano Nick.
What is popping? Welcome. Happy New Year.
What's up, man? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody who's watching and listening. Yeah, we've been gone for a minute. It's time to get started, get back into the groove of things. Bunch of stuff happened while we were gone. I mean, if I can remember stuff, but we're going to talk about the most current news. So tonight we're going to be talking about, let's see, Steam no longer supporting some old Windows for OSs. Marvel Studio released a trailer for Echo. And something about a Dragon Ball musical? Crazy. All right. But before we get started, let's have some quick small talk. What's up, Yana? What you been up to? How was your break?
Oh, man. It was fantastic. I didn't realize how much I needed a break until break happened. Just sore and just a lot of rest, getting back into things. And yeah, man, I think it's good to have a little bit of time off from work and get back to family and friends.
Yeah, that's true. It's just the only thing that I hate. Let me not say I hate the holidays. It makes me sound like a pessimist. It seems like right. It seems like the holiday break is not a break. Like I feel like I'm doing more during the holidays, but it's good, right? Like it's more quality time that I'm spending. But man, I swear I'm more drained after the holidays than ever. But it is what it is.
Like being a parent plays a large role on it, just the responsibility and weight of it all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it does. You know, Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, that's a big Christmas holiday, Christmas Kwanzaa or Hanukkah. I'm sure it's a lot of pressure for any parent, but just people in general. Because, honestly, even if you don't have kids, it's still a time where you got to get back to your family. And some people don't have the best relationships with everybody in their family. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, other than that, yeah, nothing much. I think I'm ready to talk about some news. For your viewers, we're always looking for ways to engage our listeners, so we'd love to hear from you. What topics you would like us to cover this year, or any ideas you guys have, to be honest. What games do you want to hear more about? If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments or on our social media pages. You can leave comments on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen or wherever you're watching, YouTube as well. All right. If you don't want to watch live, you can always watch later on youtube.com at Team Night or / at Team Night Kids 1, or you can listen on podcast services by searching the 4 words Night Kids After Dark. Remember, if you like the show ad free, hit that sub button. Any housekeeping before we get into story number 1?
Housekeeping. Oh, if you want to meet some of the, what? If you want to meet. So MagFest 2024 is coming up January 18th through the 21st, I believe.
Correct.
If you want to meet some of the Night Kids members, if you want to meet some of us, or just come through and say hello. If you see us at MagFest, come through, say what's up. Well, I'll take a picture with you. I might ask to take a picture with you if you're cosplaying, especially.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Kind of sucks this year because it's been a huge debacle with people getting rooms this year, like just in general.
Wow.
Like I've seen so many people giving up tickets just because, like, they're traveling from other places and they weren't able to get a room. Which is why I'm kind of scared for this year's MagFest. I'm not gonna lie. Really? Yeah, I am.
Would you like to elaborate a little bit?
I'm just scared that the way things have turned out this year is going to have a negative effect on the following years. Like people are going to be like, actually, I didn't even open this story, but this is okay. Let me pull this up for you guys because I don't know why I didn't add it. Thank you, for getting the show together for our return, gathering
I
up these
think
stories.
I think we do this quite well, man. We make a good team.
For sure. Story number one from Kotaku: Jack Black to play Steve in 2025's Minecraft movie. It rather beggars belief that there hasn't been a Minecraft movie already. The Microsoft owned behemoth is one of the highest grossing media franchises of all time and seems right for a guaranteed $1 billion plus box office. However, despite rumors dating back as far as 2014, it wasn't until 2022 that details seemed to solidify. This is all taking another step toward reality, and Deadline's scoop that Jack Black has reportedly signed up to play the live action version of the game's protagonist Steve. A Minecraft movie has been about to happen for a very long time. Then owner Marcus Notch Person revealed Warner had optioned the title back in 2014, and then various names have been attached and detached ever since. The very affable Sean Levy was set to direct at one point, with writers Kieran and Michele Mulroney, but all three abandoned the project after their ideas were rejected. It's always Sunny's Rob McElhenney was involved in some manner until he wasn't. For a bit, Peter Soleil was due to direct until in 2022 it was announced that Napoleon Dynamite director Jared Hess would take the helm. At the same time, Jason Momoa was slated to star. Then in 2023, a 2025 release date was declared. Phew. All right, not gonna read the rest of it, but to be honest, I don't remember hearing anything about a Jack Black, or not a Jack Black, but a Minecraft story movie. Did you know
You
about
don't
this?
remember? Yeah, I feel like
We
we heard rumors of a Minecraft movie
maybe we heard rumors and I just
when they
forgot about it.
announced Minecraft Steve and Smash Brothers Ultimate. We heard rumors or things about there being a Minecraft possible movie and a Fortnite movie and other stuff, but we're just focusing on Minecraft at the moment. uh that's when we heard the rumors. However, as we see here based off of this story, it seems like it's gone through several hands. A lot of the ideas have been pitched around, and finally, we're landing on a voice actor for Steve, the main character, possible main character. They say so. Hearing Jason Samoa was going to be the main character, and now it's going to be Jack Black. I'm interested because he did a fantastic job with playing Bowser and the Mario movie. And yeah, I really can't wait. I like Jack Black, so I can't wait to
No,
see
I do
Jet Black.
too. It's funny that now he's playing like all the video game movies. This is gonna be pretty. I don't. I'm not a big Minecraft person. I mean, they could pretty much make the story about anything. I don't know how they're going to make it be like, all right, this is Minecraft and this is why this story is relevant to Minecraft. But, we'll see how it goes.
You can't, in my opinion, you can't really miss with Minecraft, depending on what you do with the story, because the world is already created, and one, their audience, most likely young adults, is going to love it. One, they know all the sound effects, they know all the characters, they know all the atmosphere and what the do's and don'ts, the rules of the world. So half of the storytelling is already done. So now we're introduced to the plot, the characters, you know what I mean, the funs and the ins and the outs of it.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to it in 2025 for sure. The next story. Oh, this is a pretty. I didn't. Yeah, this is a pretty decent one. The next story is also from Kotaku. Zach Swisen. Death comes for us all. Steam no longer supports Windows 7. The fated day has come if you're still using Windows 7 8 or 8.1, you might need to upgrade to Windows 10 or 11 soon, as Valve's massively popular digital storefront Steam no longer officially supports those older operating systems. Valve first revealed that it would drop support for older Windows versions in a support page posting last March. The message explained that as of January 1st, 2024, Steam users on Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 will no longer receive new client updates of any kind, including security fixes. As a result, Valve is warning users of these operating systems to upgrade sooner than later to avoid malware and other malicious attacks. In the post, Valve also explained that Steam support would no longer offer technical support for issues related to these older versions of Windows. Valve also can't guarantee that Steam will remain usable on these older OSs moving forward. However, to be clear, Valve isn't flipping a switch and killing Steam on Windows 7. It's just saying that things might start to break soon. And if they do, they won't get fixed. We expect the Steam client and games on these older operating systems to continue running for some time without updates after January 1st, 2024, Valve wrote, but we are unable to guarantee continued functionality after that date. Why is Steam ending support for Windows 7? Valve says one main reason for cutting off support for Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 is due to due to Google Chrome no longer supporting these older operating systems. That's a problem for Valve as Steam relies on an embedded version of the browser. The company behind Half-Life and Portal also mentioned that future versions of Steam Client will require Windows features and security updates only found in Windows 10 and 11. Valve ended its post encouraging players to upgrade to Windows 10 or 11 soon. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
I don't know if you, the listeners, and yourself, BTG, remember being forced into Vista. Remember Vista?
Oh, yeah. I remember Vista, man. That was a bad time.
Man, so it almost it's funny because a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." It does seem as though it was Windows 7, which we thought was one of the better operating systems of Windows for its time. Now it's finally being outdated. Oh man, that's a big deal. How long ago was Windows 7? That's when did it come out? That's a great question.
Sounds like a long time ago.
It feels like a long time ago.
No,
We're
I'm
on
sure.
what, 11?
2009, October 22nd, 2009.
Man, what was before that? I believe it was. You know what? I'm not
X,
even trying to think.
XP.
It was XP. Fantastic operating system. Wonderful. For several years, a lot of operating system used it, and that's where a lot of us gamers are. You know, I guess I want to say older gamers came from. Played a lot of games using Windows XP.
Look
So
here,
my
we're
thought
not
process.
old. You're just too young.
My thought process on it is that it was a matter of time, and now hearing this lets me know that Steam is perhaps also warning us because there may also be changes coming from them in the future. In my personal opinion,
Yeah, I mean, this I think this sucks, but I guess I would like to know like what the statistics are on people actually running Windows 7 and 8 and 8.1 and still in gaming. Like how many people are actually using those operating systems? Cuz I
I
feel
do
like
want to
go ahead.
I do want to point out that a lot of other places around the world use older operating systems for a much longer period of time than I guess here in some areas. So the way I look at it is if you can only if you are getting uh what is it software Pirate Bay before people use that quite heavily. That's how if people are running systems based off of that hardware and software, um then that's what is available to them. So it's going to be kicking off a lot of people very soon and going to have to upgrade. And that's possibly what we're going to be seeing soon. A lot of people have forced into an upgrade.
Maybe. Okay, so I'm looking. This is a little. It's a statistic, so who knows if it's true or not. But as far as from global stat, these stats are all over the place. So global stat says there's approximately 60 million people still using Windows 7 or computers running Windows 7. And that's about 3.7% out of the 1.6 billion Windows computers around the globe. The Verge had another article in 2021 that said 100 million people were using it. And then October 2023, what does this say? It says 22% are still using Windows 7. That seems like
So
a
a lot
lot.
of people.
Yeah, that does seem like a lot. But then I also wonder how many out of that are actually gaming on those computers. That's
You
the
know
other
what? You're
question,
bringing
right?
up good points. Yeah.
Oily
That's
Kurtz,
very
probably businesses like factories and so exactly. And that's another thing because the government they like to use old shit for a long time just because of security. Like how much of those are actually just like government computers, you know?
exactly.
But yeah,
Or workstation computers.
that's true. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't feel like Steam. Not that I think if this was like a major thing where it was going to affect the majority of people who use Steam, Steam would have been like, all right, we're going to have to make our own application that works and not rely on Google Chrome. I think they've already done the math and was like, all right, it's not really that big of a number of people. So we'll see. Any
So
last
much
thoughts on that?
factors.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm interested to see what this looks like.
Do you have
Later on
anything
in the
with
year.
Windows 7
No, not
or 8 or 8.1? To
no.
be, I can't even remember what Windows 7 looked like.
Vaguely, I can remember. It was a very much simpler version. You know what? No, don't quote me. I don't remember very much. I know I
Oh,
liked it. I know that much.
all right. Story number 3. This comes from IGN. Marvel Studios Echoes official. This is Choctaw behind the scenes trailer. We're gonna take a look at the trailer. Shoot, yeah, I have it pulled up on another page though, because for some reason it looks like crap on that.
But did you get a chance to check out this teaser trailer?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Choctaw Tushka.
Ready, and action! For Echo, how do we tell this story about this character who is Native American? It was such a beautiful moment that we just sort of found Alakwa Cox, who is also Native American. So we presented the script to the Choctaw Nation. It was a collaboration in every sense of the word.
We have natives that are part of the process since the very beginning.
Yes, I forgot.
If we're true to who we are as Choctaw people, this will be successful.
Yeah, so if you, I mean, so
Choctaw.
Echo is, she was in the
Making sure that we were true to
the Hawkeye show, right?
Yes, she was.
So much of what
And
we
she's
do,
actually
building,
a
set
deaf
dressing,
and mute
costumes.
actor
Everyone is really
that plays a
dedicated to bringing
deaf
this
and
vision
mute
to life.
character.
Generations are echoing, reaching out to us.
We want to embrace the culture, and we're going to embrace the Choctaw language.
Itzi apila.
Lusatilahila.
That was perfect.
Today, we are dubbing all 5 episodes into the Choctaw language.
Oh, they're gonna dub all the episodes?
So
That's
thankful that
crazy.
we've had this opportunity in telling a story.
We had the screening at the Choctaw Cultural Center.
We could not be more honored to have a hero in Echo that represents our culture and history of the Choctaw people.
Oh, well, all episodes streaming January 9th. And it's mature? Oh, okay. Rated M for mature.
Really excited to watch this one. I want this to be good, be good so badly. Indeed, oily.
Do you want it to be good so badly because you're a fan of Echo, or do you feel like Marvel's been missing the mark lately?
Ooh, oh, good point. Wow.
Yeah, I don't. So here's the thing. Like I like Echo's the character Echo, right? And Oily curses, I want this to be good so badly. And I'm curious, Oily, like why do you want this to be so good or good so badly? I am curious on your thoughts on that. And I want it to be good too. Don't get me wrong. I definitely want it to be good. It's just weird that I feel like they did this show, and I don't want to say nobody was asking for it, but was anybody asking for Echo show? And how many people
Here's what
actually?
I'm thinking. Even if no one asked for it, which is possible, that they are building up for something else. And as we saw with Shang-Chi and what's the other one? I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of the I forgot the name of the movie, but Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it was not Ant-Man and the Wasp. What was it?
Yeah, Quantumania.
Yeah, that's
Quantumania.
it. And the Kang Wars and all of this, they're building up for something. And I think that they're also the Young Avengers. I do feel as though that's something on the miss as well. So very strongly believe that that's what they're building towards.
Oh, you know, Oily Curse just hit it on the head, and I was gonna bring this point up yet next. He said, "I don't." He says, "I don't want to sound like that guy, but they focus so hard on the inclusivity sometimes that they forget about the character." And I 100. He also said Marvel's been throwing up air balls, and I agree they have been doing that. I like Echo as a character. I do like her as a character. I like the actor, but I definitely feel like this is only a tie-in for Daredevil to bring Kingpin's show because he's having his own show. And I don't want this to be, I hate that they would use this character just to bridge that gap. Like, and like he said, they use it to use inclusivity so much that they forget exactly what the character is. And we've had that.
Not the case.
We've had that a couple times. Like we had that with Miss Marvel, and I liked Miss Marvel's show. But yeah, they focus on a lot of stuff. It's okay. It's definitely okay to do that. I want them to be inclusive, but don't do it in a way where it's like, I'm just rubbing this in your face. Like, make it fit, make it make sense. You know what I mean? So,
like you're not giving you're not giving the most important part of the story, the characters,
right?
Their flowers.
As good writers, you should be able to include this stuff without making it feel like you're forcing it down my throat. That's the true like sense of a very well written show. And when you're throwing it down my throat, it takes away from exactly what the show is. And then you get these bad reviews, and then you're actually you're not doing the character justice, and it makes people be like, well, why the hell did we do that? Why'd y'all do this? And it makes it worse. I think it puts it in a worse place than where it could have been. So I hope it's not that.
Do you think this show is going to, because we're getting all 9 episodes right back to back, do you think it's going to
or you think they're just going to release the whole thing all at once?
Oh yeah, that's what it said.
Oh, did it say that?
All 9 episodes are releasing in a few days. I think the 9th. I think it said.
All right, so they all 9 episodes release on the 9th. I'm gonna watch it for sure. There's no doubt about that. Whew. I don't know. I liked when Disney Plus and Marvel did the once a week stuff. I really don't like dropping it all at once, but that's I guess that's just your preference. It is what it is.
It's the era we live in. Binge watching.
Yeah, and I don't really have much to watch anyway. But please do this character justice. It's such a good character.
Please.
Especially as a character that a lot of people don't know about. And that's what worries me. It's a character that a lot of people don't know about. And Marvel has a weird thing when they do that stuff with these characters that the character doesn't get justice. Jay Leo says it's gonna flop. I have no proof that it will, but I'm just being that guy right now. Hey, look, to be honest, everybody's feeling like that with Marvel though. Everybody's feeling like that with Marvel right now.
I don't want it to flop, and I don't want Marvel to flop, because we've seen Marvel go down to the point where they just had to sell all of their IPs and just kind of like scrape to stay alive. I don't want to go back through that era again, but unfortunately, everything has phases or waves, go through waves.
This is definitely going to be a bridge just for Daredevil and Kingpin. I already know that for a fact.
No.
But I'm watching it. I do like how they're trying to be true to the Choctaw tradition or culture. But yeah, just please don't throw it down my throat. Just make it make sense with the character. Don't forget about her story. That's it. That's all I really have for it.
I'm excited for this one.
See, Jay Leo, look, he's proving my point. I've honestly never heard of Echo. You wouldn't, unless you're like a hardcore Daredevil fan, which I read I read a lot of Daredevil when I was a kid. That's the only reason why you would know Echo. That's not a character that people would know about. But yeah,
I'll admit I don't know much about Echo, but I've heard the name.
That's what it is. What it is. All right. Any last thoughts before I move on to the next story?
No, not. I just want to see Echo do well, and I don't want to see it flop.
Me too. Let's all hope for that, because this will be good for Marvel, and hopefully it's good for the films, and we get a lot better stuff out of Marvel now that the writer's strike is over. Oily Curses, Prey. Great. Prey was a great movie about Native Americans in their native language with great character development. Did you watch it? We talked about Prey when it came out. Did you watch it?
I did watch Prey.
I really liked that movie. That was a great movie about Native Americans and their native language with great character development, and it didn't mess up the story of Predator and Prey. Like, it was just great. All right. Anyways, next story. Oh, Dragon Ball fans. This is a Dragon Ball story. Dragon Ball fans spot reference. Wait, the wrong story. Sorry, that's not right. This is the story. 12-minute Dragon Ball musical goes viral after 350 million people tune in live. This comes from CBR. An amazing Dragon Ball musical performance at Bilibili's New Year's Eve gala in China is going viral after over 350 million people, more than the entire population of the U.S., tuned in live. The performance by Chinese youth dance troupe O-Dog, seen in its entirety below, was joined by Hiroshi Takashi, the singer of the first Dragon Ball anime opening, Magafushigi Adventure, in celebration of Dragon Ball's 40th anniversary in 2024 as the Lunar Year of the Dragon. The festival was streamed live on Bilibili, which announced a record viewership of over 344 million concurrent viewers. In comparison, the U.S. population is roughly 335 million, as the U.S. Census Bureau's most recent update. Now, I watched this, and it's amazing. It is amazing. It's 12 minutes. Let me just play the first couple minutes till you get to see Son Goku, but it goes through a bunch of sagas in 12 minutes, and it's pretty interesting. Let's pull this up.
Man, the way they introduced Goku, Son Goku.
That's all y'all get. If you, I'm gonna post the link in chat. It's a great watch. It's 12 minutes. I really wish I had known this was being shown on New Year's. I would have watched it. But it's definitely cool. I loved it.
It's so good. It really is. I didn't realize they were showing the whole thing. I thought I clicked on
Me
it.
too. I did the same thing, and I was like, "Dang! Like how long was this thing?" Like, and I'm like, they're going through all these sagas. I'm like, Goku done grown up. I said, "Holy shit!" But no, yeah, it's the whole thing. It's pretty dope. Definitely check it out. Music's good. The dancing's good.
Totally worth watching.
Totally worth the 12 minutes of your life, for sure.
When you word it like that.
Because I mean, a lot of things aren't worth 12 minutes of your life. Like
Very good point.
But yeah, it was featured in Bilibili's New Year's Gala in China, being the first and only anime to do so. 350 million people watched the gala live, meaning that many people watched the Dragon Ball, not including hundreds of millions more who watched it at home. Just a little recap of it. The performance is truly a saga. It features Tail Goku, Goku versus Tien, an intense Goku versus Vegeta light show, Majin Buu battle with Vegeta and Goku, and there's some more, but I'll let you guys finish and watch it. It's super cool. Dang, I had other thoughts, but I'm amazed. I'm just amazed at it in general.
Snuck under the radar. I didn't hear anything about it till today. So some people may have already seen or heard it, but a great performance. I couldn't look away. I could.
No, like seriously.
So
as soon as I started, I was like, let me take a look at this before we get on the show. And I would just watch the whole thing. I was like, this is dope. I was like, this is so dope. Oh man. Yep.
No, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, definitely check it out. If you're a fan of plays, check it out. If you're a fan of musicals, check it out. And if you're a fan of just dancing or
I don't even know why.
Dance,
I don't know why they called it a musical. It's more of like a choreography. Like it's a whole 12-minute choreography telling a story. And it's like hip hop dancing and stuff. Like it's dope.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh,
and then they have the iconic music and the next story.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
it's just good. Like just watch it, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Next story. This comes from CBR as well. Skybound releases first look at Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover. Skybound's Energon universe continues to heat up as this month's Duke #2 barrels relentlessly down the path toward an intense crossover between G.I. Joe and the Transformers. The two franchises have recently been rebooted and updated upon entering Skybound's new universe, having only briefly overlapped thus far, with traditional G.I. Joe team leader Duke encountering his first Decepticon in Transformers #2. This has led the Rogue Soldier to undertake a mission to discover the truth behind the robots in disguise in the Duke Limited series, which also hints at the future involvement of terrorist organization Cobra. Now Skybound has released a first look at the second issue of the popular series. Ooh, this looks dope.
It looks so good.
So it's a comic book for those that don't know. It looks like it's they had a mini series, so it's called Duke. I just want to see the Decepticons. Oh, they're not going to show it.
They're not trying to give too much away. So there's no real pictures that you can see as of yet. But however, if you are a fan of either G.I. Joe or of Transformers, this is definitely one you would want to. Whenever you see a manga or a comic book or any kind of issue that you're saying, wow, they're on episode 1400. This is the beginning. This is where you want to at least get in.
Yeah. And this one's not going to be like something that you have to commit too much time to, because it looks like this is only going to be a 5-book series for Duke. And they're only on issue #1 now. Issue #2 comes out January 31st. So at the end of this month. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a short series with different crossovers. I like it. I might have to pick this up.
If you guys are interested in following up on these comic book related stories as well, don't forget to hit the follow button.
For sure. Anything else on this? Are you gonna get it?
I am. Third Eye Comics is a fantastic comic book store in the DMV area. I would definitely recommend stopping by and picking up. I will be picking this one up.
I'm just gonna steal yours.
Borrow.
That's what I meant. That's the word I meant to use for sure. You're absolutely right. Okay. Last story of the night. This is probably the biggest story. 3 decades later, someone has finally beaten Tetris on NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. Classic puzzle game Tetris has been around for over 3 decades, and in that time, plenty of people have reached its various endings, usually by clearing 4 rows of bricks at once, like a digital demolitioner. That's a challenge in and out of itself, but now someone has taken the concept of beating Tetris to the extreme by playing the NES game so hard it straight up crashed, a phenomenon also known as the kill screen. As reported by 404 Media, 13-year-old competitive Tetris player Blue Scuddy became the first human to force the NES Classic into a kill screen, the de facto game over for the legendary puzzler in which the game freezes and becomes unplayable, a feat previously only accomplished by AI. Blue Scuddy, who emerged on the competitive Tetris scene in December 2021 and won first place in a handful of tournaments over the course of 2023, posted a video to their YouTube channel on January 2nd, showing them achieving the monumental feat. I'm going to go ahead and play this because I watched it and I was so happy for him. Oh no, this is the whole thing? Wait, he did it in 42 minutes?
If you go to the, I guess, what is this? 3...
Is this? No, that's not it. That's a different video.
42, or sorry, 38:33.
Okay, let's go to 38. All right, let's watch him freak out. And this is where I watched it from. I saw a clip.
Incredible.
So it only, dang, that's so crazy that, so the game's been around for 3 decades, and I guess it's just that hard to get to that point. 42 minutes and he...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And like nobody was able to do this.
Wow, for years.
And yeah, because to be honest, the people thought it was impossible. Like it wouldn't be possible to do. And he did it. 13 years old.
Fun fact, Tez13 actually is a competitive Tetris player, actually.
Are you really, Tez? Did not know that. Dang.
I didn't know it was so massive. The scene.
You didn't know Tetris?
I didn't know it was still going strong today.
Oh
Not
my
like
god,
that.
yeah, it's definitely always been strong.
That's
Dang.
incredible that they were able to do that.
So dope. I'm glad,
Just about everyone has played Tetris. Is that accurate?
I mean, I find it incredibly difficult to believe that anybody who plays games has never played Tetris.
Right.
Or not even just Tetris, but a version of Tetris. You know what I mean?
Tetris.
Oh man, that's so dope. He uses a rolling technique, a way of holding an NES controller that dominated the Tetris scene in 2021 instead of hyper tapping, the previously most popular method of tapping on NES controllers' D-pad as fast as possible. Rolling sees players glide their fingers along the bottom of the NES controller as the momentum to roll the controller in their other hand, pressing the D-pad in the process. This new method of play allows competitors to press the D-pad at least 20 times per second rather than the previous 12. Look, that's crazy. I can't even fathom what's happening.
Man, that's incredible.
Well, good job, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Appreciate your hard work. But no, that's the last story. I do want to touch on some rumors. Look, these are strictly rumors. There's no proof. And some leaks. I wanted to get your thoughts on that before we go into games coming out this week. I don't know if you saw, but Insomniac's Wolverine leaked.
The whole movie?
I'm talking about the game.
Oh, the game. Sorry.
Yeah. The whole game has leaked. It's definitely in an unfinished state, but it has leaked and it's actually playable on PC. Insomniac
Do you know
had
anyone who's played it?
no. I'm not watching anything. I'm not doing anything with that. I just want to know your thoughts on how you feel about that, like the whole Wolverine game leaking.
I don't like when games are leaked because it sometimes can hurt the game. However, getting feedback from your audience does help for them to make changes early enough to so the game is enjoyable or the game is likable.
I don't
But
know the
I do.
specifics, but it's like a really old build. So they're like, the build that's leaked is not even what the game is now. Insomniac said they're just going to proceed as normal, but it does suck because technically story stuff is still in it.
Oh.
So I think that's the worst part about it.
In today's world, how do you keep things? Because maybe someone within the company does, or in the development team doesn't leak the game. However, with hacking, there's or information being leaked or stolen online. It's almost impossible to keep anything from being stolen.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do, right? It sucks. I just think it sucks. Like, it's not even like, all right, it's like we're hacking the places that we love, like the companies that we love. Come on, guys. I say this every time something happens. If y'all gonna hack something that does some freaking good. Like student loans. Get rid of these student loans. Do something. Like, I get it. The game's gonna come out eventually. Like, we don't need to see it. It sucks for Insomniac, especially after they just came with Spider-Man 2, which was fantastic. Or so I've heard.
Do you think that this news is going to hurt the game, or is it going to?
I don't. I don't think it's gonna hurt the game at all. To be honest, I think by the time the game comes out, people are already gonna forget about the leak. It just sucks that it's out there and I have to think about it, and hopefully nobody, as the game comes closer to release, people be like, oh well, this is gonna happen because they know the story. Like, come on. That's what I don't need. I'm gonna have to be off the internet forever. So yeah, that happened. Switch 2 rumors are out.
What?
Yeah, there's been a lot of leaks about the Switch 2 in the past couple weeks. There's a rumor that it's going to be unveiled this month. There's a rumor that it has an 8-inch screen. There's a rumor that there's going to be 2 versions, an OLED version and an LCD version, and a digital version, and a version that has cartridges as well, but the cartridges are strictly for backwards compatibility.
Whoa, that is a lot of news.
Rumors. These are rumors. Like, it's not news, it's rumors. I'm just saying it's exciting. Wow. The latest rumor is that it's gonna be more powerful than the Steam Deck.
No, for real?
Look, there's been some leaked NVIDIA mobile chips that Nintendo uses NVIDIA chips that they're like, yeah, these chips are crazy. Look, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Bro, I don't like to do rumors and leaks and all that, but I'm questioning. Where did you how do we know this to be somewhat true or related?
Let's just say the people that have leaked this stuff are pretty reliable. But oh yeah, this speculation is that a new Mario game is going to be a launch title. Metroid is going to be a launch title.
Metroid 4, Prime 4?
Yeah, wow. That's the rumor.
Wow.
We'll see. We shall see. That's all I want to touch on. Straight rumors, guys. That is not news. I just like to talk about stuff like that.
Wow. Every system that has come out got a new Smash Brothers game. Do we know if this one's going to get a new Smash game?
I mean, they said they were done.
Or at least we know who said they were done.
Right. We know who said they were done. Yeah, who knows? You know, the funny thing is, like, this can't. Maybe there's just no major games coming out this week, but this list has no games on it that are coming out this week. Is there no games coming out this week, guys?
It's very possible.
No new games?
Let's see. Oh, wow. No new games.
Did everything just come out for the Christmas? I guess that makes sense.
It's very possible because around this time last year when we did this, the podcast, I don't remember what games were slated to come out.
Wow. It's literally, I'm looking everywhere and there's no major releases this week.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
All right, well, no games coming out this week, so
that's the first.
So catch up on what you missed out on. Well, you know, get some Baldur's 3. I've been playing a lot of Super Mario RPG. I'm almost done.
Oh, that's a fantastic game.
Great game. Got it for Christmas. Thanks to my wife. Good game.
Woo.
But yeah, that's it. Next episode next week, next Thursday, it'll be me, Yano, and Lily will be making an appearance on next week's episode. So join us next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here. And we'd like to thank you guys for always showing us support. Make sure you guys hit us with them likes or stars or dislikes or whatever on whatever podcast services you guys watch on or listen on. Checking it out on our YouTube.
Really
thanks for Cinderella for writing up our show timelines and breakdowns under each episode. But yeah, other than that, you got anything, you know?
I just want to say thank you to all our listeners, to all our viewers, to all the people behind the scenes working to make this podcast come to life. And thank you, BTG, for making 2023 a fantastic year. So let's do this.
You too.
And make it even more explosive show this year.
Yeah, I'm down for sure. All right, y'all. We'll catch you guys next Thursday. Remember, this has been Night Kids After Dark Podcast, where gamers discuss gamer things every Thursday live right here on twitch.tv at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/TeamNightKids. Later, y'all.